Okay everybody, I'm back and I'm going to work on the pulsar today. What I did before I did that is I just double checked that my timing was correct on the motor, looked at the cam in the top, made sure the O's lined up with the arrow here and that the top dead centers lined up with the arrow down here, and they are lined up pretty close, and we're ready to go. So I'm gonna take the pulsar here and start putting it together, and you can see I've cleaned everything up. I've repainted a few parts, and what I'm getting ready to do now is just assemble this. And I have a sheet in front of me that explains how I'm supposed to go about it, and I'm going to take the first step here and install this piece into the motor. And you can see there's a little O-ring that goes on the back here, and I'm going to just put a light little bit of oil on there so it pops in real nice and easy. And then I'm going to put it on the shaft. And one of the important things about that it says here in the manual is you don't want to turn this seal inside out when you're putting it on the shaft, so you want to make sure that it's not inside out. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and then I'll come back. Okay, well, I've got the first part of the pulsar put on. It was very easy. I just pressed it into place, double checked that seal didn't turn inside out, and put these two bolts in right here to hold it in place. And you just snug them up as tight as you can get them. There is a torque spec on them, but just snug them up with a good size Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, we're on to the next step. Okay, we installed I think this is called the cam or the dowel or something like that. I installed this part, and there's a little pin inside here that the groove needs to line up with, so make sure you line it up with the groove as you put it on. This is a 10mm bolt. You run that bolt in and torque it down to about 8 foot-pounds, and it'll be good to go. Okay, now I'm going to do the next step. Okay, I just wanted to show you, I made a little bit of a mistake. I put this on, and I forgot to put this little gasket on. So I put the gasket on there now, and I'm going to put it back in the engine and go back to where I left off. Okay everybody, I've got the pulsar on here, and basically just fished the wire through here, down and around, attached it to the plate inside there, and attached the pulsar to the plate. You keep these two bolts loose initially, and you turn this plate until the pulsar lines up with the line on the top up here, and you can see that line is all lined up, and it's supposed to be for the F mark on there, which it is. So we should be good to go. F lined up, ready to go. Okay, as you can see, I got the CDI cover on. The wire feeds through here, and there's a little rubber grommet that goes in there, so you want to make sure you get the gasket on real nice. And I just put a light coating of gasket sealer to keep the gasket from moving around, and then I stuck it on there. And then on the other side, while I was off camera, I worked on adjusting the decompressor, so when you kick it over, it'll not make it so tough. And basically what I did is I brought the engine to top dead center, and then what you do is you do your major adjustments right here at the top, and all you want here is 1 to 2 millimeters of play. So just a tiny little bit. You measure, right here, the 1 to 2 millimeters. And if you need fine adjustments, you can do it down here at the bottom, but it's pretty darn close, and it should be good.